It's not Christmas that overwhelms you, it's the voice that comes alive at this time of year. The one that guilt trips you, shames you, and tells you you're not doing enough. I've coached thousands of women through this exact pattern, especially in December when the voice gets louder. And by the end of this walk with me and the main man there, Rambo, you'll know exactly where that voice came from and how to stop it ruining your Christmas. Let's slow this right down and we'll start with the real reason the voice shows up. So let's kick it off nice and slowly with a little story for an amazing client who joined my 6-month coaching programme around about this time last year. And I always remember, she nearly bloody collapsed at the first check-in. She says to me, "Stuart, I just can't do this. I don't know what it is about this time of year, but it always overwhelms me. And I get inside my own head. I feel like a failure. I feel like a complete and utter failure as a mother. I feel as if I'm not good enough. And I just can't deal with the stress, the pressure, and the overwhelm of the whole damn thing. Help me, please." And one thing I get all my clients to do is when they're feeling overwhelmed, whether it's week 1 or they've been working with me for bloody 6 months, is ground themselves, ground their nervous system when it's starting to react to life, when it's starting to panic. And how I get them to ground themselves is pick a little action that's got to bring them back into their body. And that action can be very simple. Something like a walk, a bit of fresh air, a bit of cold water in the sea, a little bit of journaling, getting their thoughts down. Whatever it may be, just something that's got to go, right, I'm good. I don't need panic. I'm relaxed. I'm focused. And I'm thinking through logically here. And what I got with her was, she didn't realise there was a deeper meaning to why she was always stressed, overwhelmed, anxious and worried about this time of year. It wasn't what she thought. She thought it was all the surface level bollocks, the stress that comes with it, the family pressure, the nights out, the kids, the financial worries. But what it was the story here. The story that she would tell herself every single year. And this is what she didn't realise. She was carrying 3 damn voices in her head for the past. Let's call the first one the good girl. Be perfect. Don't disappoint anyone. The second voice was the fixer. Keep everyone else happy, even if it drains you. And the last voice was the little soldier. Hold it all together and don't show weakness. And you know what was happening here? Is they voices shamed her, they guilt tripped her, and they compared her to every single happy family, matching pyjamas, online. These weren't her thoughts, they were survival strategies that she learned as a little girl. Here's the part that stings, but you know what? Also massively frees you. And that client last year, when we started to dig in about the patterns, about why she was feeling overwhelmed, it became apparent that it was conditioning from her childhood. Around about this time, every single year when she was a little girl, she'd walk on eggshells. She'd keep quiet to keep the peace. She would try and make the adults around about her happy. She learned not to ask for anything. The good girl, the fixer, the little soldier, they weren't traits, they were armour. And I just want to highlight here, her parents weren't bad people. They were just overwhelmed. So overwhelmed at this time of year that my client, she just learned to keep quiet so it didn't break them. And that's the whole point of this healing journey, self-respect era, whatever we call it, right? Or this era where we no longer abandon ourselves, is looking back at our childhood and simply asking, how did it shape me? The good, the bad and the ugly. We don't want to blame anyone. We don't want to point fingers. We want to come away from that victim mentality. So I just want to highlight that. It's not about blame. It's not about they bloody conditioned me. It's about understanding. It's about awareness. And when you've got understanding and awareness, it brings relief. Because you can then start to connect the dots to why you behave, think, and feel the way you do. And that's why in December the story and the voices returned, because the environment felt like childhood, chaotic, emotional, demanding, and unpredictable. So let me ask you a few questions. The first one, whose voice is it is actually speaking in your head? Second one, what age did you learn saying no wasn't safe? And lastly, when did you decide keeping everyone else happy was more important than your own peace? And this is where it all changed for my client. And the very first thing I get every single client to do on their journey is when they start their foundation month, is ask them one very simple and powerful question, just to crack them open very, very slightly, so they can see where they've outsourcing their power, where they've been seeking for validation, where they have been looking for everything out with them to fill the gaps that were missing from childhood. And that question was, what's one thing you wish you heard more of as a child? And the common answers I get for every woman are like, I love you, I'm proud of you, you are enough, you are safe. And it was the exact same with that client back then. It was the words. And I says to her, this is the start of the journey. The start of the reframing of the conditioned voice, of the inner critic, of being the good girl, the fixer, and the little soldier. That ain't you. That ain't you at all. That is being programmed there by someone in your past, whether it was your mother, your father, an uncle, a bully, a school teacher, whoever it may be. So the first thing we set out to do was give her the words, give herself them words. Start by saying, I love you, I'm proud of you, and I'm safe. And how I get you guys, or you ladies, to connect the dots is, well, you've been searching for someone else to say the words into all your life. Searching for wounded men to say, I love you, when they ain't capable of loving themselves. Searching for people to tell you that they're proud of you, that you are enough, when we've all that power within us. So what I says to her is, during the festive season, is now it's about you taking back your power. It's about slowing down, slowing your nervous system down. It's about reframing that voice. And how we did it was morning, afternoon and evening. As soon as she got up in the morning, we're like, right, let's condition with some mirror work that you love yourself. Anytime throughout the day you do a little act of self-care, you set a boundary, you say no, you confirm to yourself that you are proud of you. I am proud of you. And then at the end of the day, when you get in your bed, I says to her, this is where you tuck yourself in and you say to yourself, you are safe. You are safe, I am safe, you are safe in this body, I've got you. And today's been a good day. And this was the start of the process of getting her to speak to herself the way that she would speak to her own kids. to the own little inner child, the own little girl away back then who was just searching for safety. And that's when I says to her, this month, December, Christmas, it becomes less about performance, less about that voice, that conditioned voice, and more about softening your own voice, softening you. So when you meet that conditioned voice with compassion instead of fear, it loses its power. So this is the part where you stop abandoning yourself. And the most important part, to be honest. And it's very, 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 very simple. And it comes with just saying this little phrase to yourself, which is, not today. Not today. And you're not saying this to people. You're saying it to the conditioned voice in your head. To the good girl who is dying to please everyone over the festive season. To the little fixer who's like, come on, we've got the solution to everybody's bloody damn problems. Or to the strong one who's in there going, we're good, we're strong, don't show any weakness, don't show any vulnerability. This is now on you where you go, no, not today. I'm not having it. Shut the hell up. You are not my voice. I know that is a conditioned voice, and I'm not going to sacrifice myself over the next 3 or 4 weeks. Physically, mentally, emotionally, financially and spiritually. I'm going to honour my voice. The voice that I'm now softening. The soft voice that's in me. The regulated voice. And when you start mastering the inner conditioned voice, a byproduct of that is the external world starts to shape around your new internal reality. You might find that people get upset when you're not pleasing them. People might get upset when you're not fixing them. People might get upset when you actually show a wee bit of vulnerability and emotion. And that's okay. Round this way, son. Round this way. Come on. Rambo, bloody get into glass. Hey, you. Get into glass. He's some man. So this is the part where you stop handing the steering wheel to that conditioned voice. And we just set little micro boundaries. And them micro boundaries over the festive season can just look something very, very simple, like an event that you don't go to, a Christmas party that you're not asked about, one night of the week that you keep for yourself, for your own peace, your own sanity. And lastly, one thing you say no to without explaining, without giving a paragraph, without giving a bloody damn story. And this is the question I want to ask you. What would December look like if you led instead of the voice? And this is the payoff. My client last year, she finished December calm, relaxed and understanding, because she started to connect the dots that, wait a minute here, the voices in that story in my head is not mine. And that was life-changing for her, because this time of year always became a massive trigger. A trigger that she didn't understand. She thought it was just surface level with the pressure of it all. But when we go deeper into the wound, the self-abandonment wound, the conditioned voices, things started to make sense. And when things start to make sense, that's when relief comes. That's when we no longer guilt trip ourselves, shame ourselves. We no longer tell ourselves that we ain't good enough. That, all these self-limiting beliefs, know that they disappear, because they still like to rear their ugly head every now and again, so they do. but we just can be on top of them. We can manage them. We can understand them. And that makes a whole lot of difference to trusting yourself. Trusting yourself to make good choices. Trusting yourself to lead the voice up here, upstairs, in your head. So that's when my client realised, do you know, I don't need to be perfect. Everything doesn't need to be all hunky-dory. I just have to be present and aware, especially when the self-sabotage is starting to creep in, the little conditioned voices. So remember, self-trust isn't about shouting down the voice, numbing the voice, outrunning the damn voice. It's built by choosing yourself despite the voice. And if this hit home today and you're ready to take back control this festive season, no longer abandon yourself, rebuild your self-respect, just click the description, click the link and have a little nosy on the festive reset which starts tomorrow. So if you are feeling brave enough, maybe I'll see you there. So now all the heavy stuff is out the way, let's do a little nervous system reset with the main man there, Rambo. Coming to say hello, son? No, he's not arsed. He's not arsed at all. There he is. But yes, so this was all about the conditioned voice, right? That little voice up here who tries to sabotage yourself. Not just during the festive season, but all year round. But the biggest one I notice is here, this time of year, it bloody amplifies so much. And this is probably when I am most busiest. My inboxes are most busiest because people are struggling. They struggle at this time of year, but they believe it's the surface level stuff, which I was talking about, the stress, the pressure, the comparison, the loneliness, but there's the deeper reason behind it, which we've obviously deep dived into today. But let's reset then, let's reset the old nervous system before we wrap things up. Hey Rambo son, what are you saying, boy? He's talking to a bloody camera again, man. That's all he does every single day. It is. He just sits there and watches me on a laptop all day, talking to people, writing on a phone. They must think, what the hell is going on, man? There's nobody even there. It's a bloody little gadget. Well, maybe he's not thinking that, but that's what gets through my head. Is he thinking, who's he actually talking to? There's nobody there. Must be mad. It's a dog's world, isn't it? A dog's brain. What goes through a dog's brain? Who knows? But what they do know is it's presence, isn't it? Presence by wee Rambo. He lives in the present moment. Anyway, let's get into the nervous system check-in. And all I want you to do now is just relax, breathe, man, and check in with yourself. And obviously no surface level nonsense, We don't do the surface level nonsense. We bypass that logical mind of yours and go inward and ask your body, how's your body feeling about December, about all the shenanigans coming up? What's the voice saying to you? What's the voice saying to you? And go into your body, how's it feeling? And your body gives you the feedback, man. Is it stressed? Is it tired? Is it feeling burnt out? Is it feeling anxious about what's about to unfold over the next month? Or is it feeling relaxed, calm? Is it feeling like Rambo? Mischievous? He is, the wee man is definitely mischievous. Watch that, there's glass there. Come here. Bloody glass there, he's about to walk over. You're not got to walk over that glass, Rambo. Watch your wee pods, son. Yeah, somebody's dropped a bottle there. So drop out your nervous system, let me know how you're feeling at the end of today's walk. And just summarise it in one word for me. A little summary, one word. Also, if you want to attach to it, where are you from in this fine world? Where are you from? So I love to see where everyone's tuning in from in these walks. And like I say, it's just go and stick the earplugs in. 20 to 30 minutes and get yourself out a wee walk and just listen. Listen to me talking and Rambo just falling on in the background. So yeah, little nervous system reset. As always said, little grounding exercise that is too, innit? Just to check in and go, okay, how am I feeling today? And that is it. So once again, thank you very much for your time, attention on this walk. If you've made it to the end, you are an absolute legend. And if you want to explore the conditioned voice further, then just click this link here and it will take you to episode 2 of season 3 when I do a deep dive on the conditioned voice and how it shows up in your romantic relationships and how it sabotages your romantic relationships. So if you are interested in that, click that little video, go watch that. And as always, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And as always, me and the main man will see you, we will see you next Sunday. Cheers.